Stream started. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hi. Hello, how are you today? Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Living? That's fine. That's good. That's nice. Yeah. Ah. What to say? Well, right now I'm in a very weird state, but I'm like relaxed, very calm. But I'm also like drawing a blank. I'm like a jellyfish, just floating. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah. So I was, you were playing Sea of Stars. Nice. That's so nice. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a very weird mental state. How to fight Dweller of War. It would be funny if that boss fight always started with the characters always saying, "Whoa." It would be funny. So far the mood has been menacing. Really? I don't know why I'm so calm. I'm like just silent. It's one of those moments where I could literally just sit and stare at a wall like for 10 hours straight without really being like tired or anything. You drink anything to relax? Well, I did had a cup of coffee before stream, but usually coffee doesn't really relax. Yeah. Aside from that, I have a cup of water right in front of me. I have not really drank that much, but it's there, existing. Yeah, and sometimes it is very weird, like zen kind of state, when I'm like I could just sit there and do something, and do nothing, literally just enjoy the silence for hours straight without really being annoyed or getting tired or anything. Yeah. It's very weird. A very weird state of mind. Yeah. Yeah, so another thing I've been doing quite a bit, I've been watching videos of how to do certain things while editing. Oh, I forgot to refresh that one. Whoops. I always forget. I don't know why this thing just doesn't enable by default. It's kinda annoying. Yeah. Ah, I refunded you the metal pipe. Yeah, I see you have almost yellow almost on the cup. I didn't notice that. Hmm. Wait, what is this? Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I was like, what is this command? I don't remember making this command. And then I realized it was a username, not actually a command. Yeah. Even though I just opened the user interface to refund you, my brain didn't
Element of surprise!
process the fact that I was still on the user screen. Funny enough. Ah. I've been seeing what to call it. News about the voice actor strike. Yeah. It's a bit conflicting, that particular issue. The voice actor strike in the United States. Yeah. And you can tell a good chunk of the most outspoken voice actors are not really thinking through what they are saying, like in general. Basically, a lot of video game companies are trying to, now that the contracts are being renewed with the voice actors, basically there is a voice, well, probably more than one, but there are voice actors unions on the United States, right? And I believe the contracts are about to renew, right? So the game studios are trying to take advantage of it, and they are trying to have the actors sign a contract that allows them to basically use AI to clone their voices. And the conditions of the contracts are extremely shitty. Like, you are required to train the AI that will imitate you, but they will not pay you royalties when they use the AI in other projects, right? You only get paid to train the AI, not for whatever they use it, right? And since AIs can be trained using more than one person's data, they were also including in the contracts that if they do that, where they basically mix many people's data in a single AI, no one gets paid, any of the actors involved in the training, because they argue is no longer their voice being used, right? So it's very shitty. Yeah, the contracts, they are requiring them to sign. But here is the counter agreement. The unions are basically fighting the game companies, trying to prevent them to force them to change their contracts, right? But they also are trying to basically take advantage of the situation where they are basically wanting the game companies to sign a contract with the union where they basically are required to only hire voice actors from the union. That is, they don't allow freelancers or other unions. And apparently it's been leaked some what to call it, a conference where one of the main bosses of the union was basically conspiring to basically force all the independent voice actors to sign with the union or be out of work, basically. Mind you, to be part of the union, you need to pay like $3,000 a month to belong to it. Yeah. Which is incredibly awful. $3,000, yes. $3K. Yeah, that's incredibly stupid, in my opinion. Yeah. So they are doing basically a strike in the United States. Both sides are kinda shitty. Yeah. The unions are basically trying to take advantage of the situation to fuck over the independent voice actors, while the game companies are also trying to fuck over the independent voice actors and the unions at the same time, right? With the AI, which is also very shitty. Yeah. What's worse is that a lot of the voice actors belonging to the unions are acting very, let's say, not professional, where they are basically attacking anyone who speaks against the union. I'll be done. Yeah. So basically, currently I believe the game companies are winning because basically the voice actors are kinda, what to call it, are very aggro in the way that because they are independent, there are independent voice actors still working and not really siding with the unions. They are attacking the independent voice actors, right? Without really understanding the situation. For example, the voice actress for Paimon from Genshin Impact has been going in what I call schizophrenic rants on Twitter and TikTok, basically accusing half the planet as being brainwashed or something of the sort. Yeah. Also, they have been attacking some voice actors that quite literally have nothing to do with the dispute they are having with the game companies. For example, the union, the main union that are leading the strikes is US based, right? Well, one of their voice actors got replaced for another in one of the games, and immediately everyone in the guild, in voice actors guild, the union, immediately attacked the voice actor that took the role, right? The issue here is that the voice actor who took the role that replaced the guy from the union, one, he didn't know about the strike. Two, he's not in the United States. So even if he wanted, he cannot join the union. Three, the laws in the country where he is in are not the same as in the United States. And yet, you have a bunch of voice actors basically what to call it? Going nuclear on Twitter against this voice actor, even though this guy is like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Yeah. And the players who are seeing this, obviously, because the one that is making a bunch of noise and being, basically being clowns on the internet are the voice actors. So, currently the public perception is against the union because the game companies are basically winning by staying quiet. Turns out, bad publicity is not necessarily good publicity. Yeah, they are winning by doing nothing. Yeah, basically the Steam tactic. Yes, bad tactic of doing nothing. Yeah. And, well, it's a big issue because if the union wins, that means the independent voice actors get screwed over, right? Because that means if a game company signs with the union in the United States, that means everyone in the planet that wants to do English voice acting for video games gets screwed over because it's forcing the company to not hire anyone who doesn't belong in the union. That means English-speaking voice actors from the UK, Europe, Japan, etc. They won't be getting any work with those companies who signed with the union, right? But if the game companies work, win, it means the voice actors are going to be basically forced to train an AI that will replace them, and eventually they will be out of work. Yeah. Which is pretty shitty. Yeah. And that's what's happening. Which is kind of funny. Also, you can tell some of the voice actors that are complaining on the internet, like the voice actress for Paimon, doesn't really understand how social media works. They don't understand the video game community because she was like complaining like, no, YouTubers are literally incentivized to lie to you they get paid to lie to you. They know nothing about voice acting or the industry, blah, 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 right? Without realizing that, for example, there is a YouTuber called Youngjae who was the voice actor for Kiryu for the Yakuza series. Also, there is Monarch, who does voice acting for anime and video games, including Genshin Impact, who is a VTuber. There is also Sayu, who is another male VTuber that also does voice acting. Yeah. So it seems the lady didn't do her homework before speaking. Yeah. There are plenty of voice actors in the gaming area of social media. Yeah. Even Kizunai, the original VTuber, the boss herself, does voice acting. Yeah. People from Hololive also does voice acting. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I feel like this woman doesn't know what she's talking about, and is basically screwing the union over by talking on the internet. Yeah. You wanna know the most ironic thing about that lady, the one that is complaining about YouTubers and all that stuff? She's even complaining about independent voice actors who are still working, who didn't join the strike. Well, she, the voice actress for Paimon on Genshin Impact, is not currently on strike. She's actually still voice acting for the gaming company. Her justification? Apparently she's disabled, and somehow that gives her permission to not obey the strike for some reason. And yet she criticizes other voice actors without really knowing their situations, demanding they join the strike. Which I'm like, wow. That's what to call it. The irony? Hypocrisy, that's the word. Yes. Yeah. So currently a lot of players are against the union of voice actors. They actually are requesting people like the makers of Genshin Impact to just literally replace the voice actors. The players are requesting the company to replace the voice actors. Is that bad, the publicity these guys are making for their cause? Yeah. Also, berating a Chinese company as a United States labor union sounds like the most stupid thing you could do. It's like the Chinese are a communist country where labor unions don't even exist. Their labor laws are basically non-existent or not enforced, right? And you believe you can force a company from that country to submit to your demands as a US-based union? Yeah, that I don't think they understand what they are talking about. Yeah. They took their delusions to international levels. Yeah. They should have just, if they just stick to countering the AI stuff, the players would have been on their side, right? Probably the players will have even boycotted the companies trying to help the voice actors, right? But the way they went about it, it only made them unlikable, annoying. Yeah. The worst part is that they cannot really agree. The union cannot really, what to call it? They cannot surrender, like at all. There is no option. Because if they do, that means the AI stuff will enter the mainstream, and that will screw over pretty much the whole union and the voice actors, right? That's why they are attacking a bunch of stuff that will basically benefit them on top of the AI demands. Yeah. And on the video game side, apparently the high-level executives like Bobby Kotick and EA and Sony and that kind of gaming companies, at the level where there are no developers, there are just executives that basically don't play video games. They see all the AI stuff that is happening on the internet and say, ooh, we can do that and not pay the voice actors or the motion capture guys. We can just use AI and replace the artists too, right? They see savings everywhere, right? Instead of realizing the damage they are doing to their own company. Yeah. But because they are not players, they are not developers, they don't see the self-destruct they are doing. Yeah. I would love to let them self-destruct. It's just that if they self-destruct, the IPs are going to be lost. It's probably the reason why most players are basically complaining, trying to make the companies course correct in the right direction, because they don't want to lose Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty or Rayman or Bloodborne, right? They don't want to lose those games. They don't want to lose those IPs. Like Silent Hill, right? We don't want to lose those IPs. If it wasn't for that, yeah, they cancel the shots as much as they want. I actually will sit down and watch them crumble. I will watch how they slowly get like roasted and eroded, and the cracks appear everywhere, and they slowly implode and consume itself. They weren't really well, maybe. The thing is when a company like that sells drugs, they usually either sell their rights for the games, so the people who will buy it will not necessarily be developers. They won't necessarily be people who understand the IPs. So sometimes people will just buy the IP thinking they can do something with it, and then they will see the legacy of the IP and how the past company screw the IP over. And they will say, okay, I don't know what to do with this IP. I thought it was worth more. Now I don't know what to do. And they will just sit on it. They will literally just store it away in a vault somewhere and never do anything with it. Yeah.
E.
And that's how you lose an IP. Yeah. They get basically thrown into a vault and never actually come out. Yes, that's exactly what happened to the Banjo-Tooie series. Yes. Also that happened to Dead Space. Yeah. Also the Stalkers game series, also that's what happened to that. And to Battletoads. Yeah. Yeah, it's good as lost. The issue is that there are people who could do wonders with it. For example, The Sims is currently dying. The Sims franchise is basically on life support. It might actually not get a new game, right? But if you grab that IP and give it to someone who actually knows what they're doing, you could actually make it work incredibly well. Yeah, it's not like the people currently can actually do it properly. Well, that depends, because some people actually, because they don't know what to do with the IP, sometimes they put it to not to sell but to force licensing. Basically, they have the IP themselves, right? And what they do is they let you buy a license to use it. So then you get like at 12 different companies buying the license and making games for a specific IP, and then you get a bunch of trash in some spots, but then you get some really good games. Yeah, that can actually be really good. But that's only if the what to call it, the IP owner has brains. Even if they don't know what to do with the IP, if they realize, they can just say, hey, if anyone wants to do a game for this IP, here is the price to license. You don't hold any attachment to any IP, so it's hard for you to relate to that. Yeah. It depends on if you have attachments or not. For example, if Nintendo started to degrade, I would really I will be extremely sad if I see Zelda degrade to random bullshit and then be sold to a company who has no idea how to make a Zelda game, but they want the name, right? They want to make the name of the Zelda series, and they make like 1 or 2 games, neither sell any copies, and they just decide to sit on the IP of Zelda and never use it. That would be extremely painful to me. Yeah. It's basically what happened to Bloodborne. Yeah, Pokemon is kinda degrading quite a lot. But then again, Pokemon is not really a Nintendo property. It doesn't belong to Nintendo. Yeah, basically a Soul legacy. A tainted legacy. It's what happened to Dead Space, where the first game was really good, basically Resident Evil in space. The second was a little bit more arcadey and with more action. They basically remove a little bit of the horror, trying to appeal to a wider audience, right? And it kinda worked, it kinda didn't. So they decided, okay, let's remove more horror so we can sell to a wider audience. And the only thing they succeed to do was basically spook away the horror fans that love the IP for the horror and didn't capture the wider audience. And because they saw it's all really bad, they never touch the Deep Space IP again. They just sat on it. Yeah. Yeah, there's also that when people who are not fans of the games, fans of the original games, right, come into the industry trying to appropriate, basically claim a franchise for themselves and kick out the existing fan base. They also kill the franchise like that. Yeah, that can also happen. Yes, it's actually happening currently to the anime community. A lot of people who know nothing of anime joined the community during the COVID era, and now they are trying to basically shame the rest of the fans into falling into place, trying to basically modify the essence of the animes that they are currently in the market. Yeah. For example, I have seen these so-called fans complaining to the original author of the series that that X character is not supposed to be straight, or X character skin color should be darker. Some nonsense like that. Yeah. When the author is the author, if there is anyone who has the absolute reason, the absolute authority of what a character is supposed to be, is the author. As simple as that, right? Yeah. Yes. Or for example, there is also the executives that know nothing about game companies. Yeah, they're basically trying to appropriate anime, basically trying to claim anime as their own and trying to change it to fit their ideals. Yeah. Instead of actually joining the community, it's more like they are trying to conquer it. Yeah. There is also the executives that see a company that is having lots of success, like Larian, the ones who made Baldur's Gate 3, and they say, ooh, a good studio. And they go and buy it, and then they grab the RPG Maker studio and have them do a Fortnite style arena shooter. And then they wonder why the studio suddenly fails completely. They don't understand why the developer studio they bought completely failed. And then they just fire everyone, keep the IPs from the gaming studio, and then they just sit on it and do nothing with the intellectual property. Yeah. It's actually how Electronic Arts got the title of the most hated company in the planet for like 3 years straight, because they kept doing that, where they will buy a studio for a specific reason, then have the studio do something completely unrelated to what they were famous for, be confused at why the studio failed, fire everyone, and keep the IP. Yeah. Yes. Yes, truly lovely. I bet if I could buy a studio like that, I would do way, 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 way better than those suppose super CEOs that earned millions of dollars every minute. I could do a smash hit, and those guys will be extremely confused at why they cannot accomplish the same. Yeah. Even if I didn't have knowledge in both areas, I'm someone who likes to understand why something works. I'm not like, oh, one time hit, I wonder if I can actually do it again. But are actually analyzing why it happened. I'm more like, okay, this one hit, that one didn't. What's the difference? Right? And if even then I cannot really get it, I will go to the players and ask, okay, I see this game you didn't like, and I see you love this one. Where did I fuck up? Where did I fuck up? then they will tell me here, 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 here. And I will be, okay, okay. I need, with this information, understand where the problem is, right? Yes. It's a difference in mindset. Yeah, well, now that you say it like that, I am technically, well, more than technically, I'm literally an engineer. I've been trained like an engineer. So, yeah, my job is to analyze and figure out stuff. So, yeah. E. Hello, Disset. Welcome, welcome.
E.
Yeah, I suppose it's different in mindsets. Maybe the CEOs are a little bit too complacent.
E.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been seeing that. I've been following a little bit of the scandal with the voice actors. Yeah. The worst part is that sometimes I see some yeah, they make terrible business decisions and then they can live with a golden parachute. Yeah. Yeah. That's why when I see some really good talent in the industry and I'm like, fuck, I wish I could hire you, but you are way too expensive for me. I'm like, I want to hire you. And then I see people who actually had the money to hire them completely fuck it over. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Yes. Also, the reason why I'm making a game, on top of actually wanting to make a game, is because I can complain on the internet about video games, and people cannot say, oh yeah, if you think you can do better, why don't you do better? Why don't you do your own game, huh? And I'm like, I'm actually doing a game. I'm actually doing it. You cannot say I'm not doing it. If I can do better, I'm going to do better. I wanna go whenever they say, oh yeah? Then make your own game. And I will say something like, ha! You have activated my trap card. I do have a game. Oh, I've been speaking too much. Okay. Let's go to game development.
Hello, hello. Ricardo Lolly used metal pipe.
Oh, wait. That's not correct. What happened here?
E.
What happened here? Wait, what happened here? Seriously?
E, E, E.
Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. And there we go. Yeah, for some reason my setup got a little bit messed up. Yeah, so we have this design right here. We finished the center one, I believe. We did this, we did this. I don't remember if we did this one right here. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I set this to be a gauntlet, basically. Yeah. So this one is also basically done. Yeah. Oh. This one is done, right there. So we did this one. Next is this one right here. That is going to be a bit of a nightmare to actually make a foolproof. Yeah. Let's see. So that would be what? Room again? 10, 1, 4. Okay. Right there, this one. For some reason it has two spaces right there. Okay, let's place our dungeon pieces. Puzzle pieces, excuse me. We're going to be using merely blocks. Blah blah blah. Blue blocks. Blah blah blah. Okay, so let's see. How are we going to do this? Okay, we have 4 and 4. Excuse me, 2 and 2. Summing to 4 on each direction. And then we have 2 and 2. And 2 and 2. Okay. So basically, we have 2 like that. 2 like this. Then we have 2 like that. 2 here. Like this, and I can kill this one to have this little shape right here, right? Then zoom in a little bit more, right? Okay, then we have 1 block on each position. Yeah. Looks like an E indeed. So we do like that. And then we have a little rhomboid right here. And then the rest is the same as below. So it would be like this. Right? It is like this. Okay. Then we had to right here to make 3 on this area like that. Then we have 1, 2 on a zigzag. Okay. So it would be like this. Yeah, that looks correct. Imagine this gag with more viewers, that would be fun. And the barracks of these doesn't stop. Yeah, that would be funny. Indeed. I need one more block on top and below. So it would be right here and right here. Okay. Then we have one here in the space in between. Like right there. Okay. Then we have one below and one off over here. Like this. Then we have a connection of 5 blocks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have one on top and 2 below. Okay. One on top. And 2 below. That doesn't look like it's going to fit. Yeah, that's not going to fit. I noticed that some 2-digit and 3-digit VTubers have got abused since the chat is coming as fast as you will expect them. What did I say? Wait, what did I say? What the hell? Did I say something sus? Huh? Huh? I'm going to fit. Really, that? Wow. Actually, I can maybe just do it like this. Just set this. Like that. I can put some that are just there for representation, and we can have the reset title right there. Yeah. That doesn't look so bad. And I can just have a generic door on the end over here. Let's see. Just a simple door right there. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Like that. And I will put another one right here, and this will be flipped over. Like that. Okay. And this one will connect to equals map underscore dungeon. It would be 10 1 3 train of 1 or 3. This one right here. And the position should be, text should be the same, so that would be 240. And the Y should be right here. That would be 48. Like that. And I can put this back where it was. Okay. Let's give it a check, shall we? Okay, so we go in, we go over here, we go up, we ignore this puzzle. Ouch, I get struck by thorns. We go over here. Press that one to open the door. I don't really need it. Trigger the time lock right there. Go around, enter here. We have the little bottle right here. We go up. I forgot to set that one. Whoops. Okay. Let me set that one. Okay. Let's see. You will be going to map dungeon to the score 10-01-04. Right? The position would be 40 because the X doesn't change. And on the vertical, you should be at 304. Okay. 304. And we place you back where you should be. Okay. By the way, there is one thing I kinda want to test. I have not set it up correctly, so it might completely break. But I kinda want to try it. Probably it's going to make things a little bit funny for you guys, so you are not so bored when I'm doing this kind of stuff. Okay, so we are here, right? We need to get to the location right there. If I hit this and reset, it resets correctly. Okay. Is there a way for me to do this easily? Actually, there is. Very easily. Wow. Wow. I didn't expect that to be so easily solvable. Yeah, that was really easy. I might need to modify this one. Actually, maybe I can just add some stoppers. These things. Let's see, I can maybe put one right there to prevent this one to be pushing. Given the structure we have right here, this one being pushed aside is the issue, basically. Nothing. So I will move this one to the side like this. Let's see. Let me center this. Okay, that will prevent us from moving these to the sides. Right? It will prevent that. Let's see what else. If you push it in, that's pretty much will be stuck. Okay, that seems like one solution for this. Let me see if I can figure out a different way to go through the puzzle. We go over here. Okay, so now we cannot move these sideways. What if I do this? Like this? No, that actually screwed me over in one more ways than one. Okay, I need to add a validation to the block. Basically, the issue is on the reset when we are outside the room. I need to check that the object is not on the player is not in the way. I believe the check was implemented over here actually. Yeah, this one right here. Okay. Let's use that for the validation and the reset. Right here. To prevent the issue from happening again. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do you wanna see the function I kinda was playing with? Let's see if I can actually enable it. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Quiet. Let's call this narrator. Okay. And the command is going to be narrator action. Let's see. What was the big one? Okay, there we go. That's the one I wanted. And I need wait. That's going to be 60-second wait. And I want okay, this one. Okay. Right now it doesn't have a timeout. Well, it doesn't have a trigger from the store, but it might be useful for you guys. You're gonna try. The command is exclamation narrator. Let's see if that actually works. I wanna see if you guys can actually trigger it. Meanwhile, I will keep trying to fix the puzzle. No one actually being in chat, and I speaking to the void. Wow. Okay, that's working correctly. Yeah, I see there is cricket noises. Okay, so this way wouldn't work, but I can do something like this, right? Yeah, and then we're through. That's another issue. Hmm. That needs to be pushed up. Oh. I push this one up and then I can move that one up. Okay. So the trick here is to prevent this one from going back. Right here. Pushing this up and then turn up. And like that, that way this one can only push like this. Or like that. This one can go down. And from here you can push this one up. This one can be moved down. And then you can go over here and push this in the other direction. I can maybe place one right there to make it so you cannot push it up. Actually, let me remove these ones actually. How about we do it in the other direction? Wow, really? No one is using the command, huh? Wow. Spend hours on a voice generation sucks that the open source ones are way behind the paid ones. There is what was it called? Dolby? The Chinese one that was open source, that was way better than the paid ones. The one that actually scared the whole AI community. DeepSeek. Yeah, that one. Is that one not good enough? I know it requires quite a bit of... oh, it's text generation. Ah, I see. That's bad. If I do this... oh, I screw myself over. This and that. And now I cannot push that right there. Okay? So, how about if I do this? Push that all the way. And I can do this. Wow, that actually worked. Okay, like that. Like that. All the way up. You can push this away. And this one down. And you can exit through here. Huh. You're kinda doing something too? Really? I do want to try not specifically voice generation or text generation. I kinda want to make you are watching my stream on the background. I kinda want to do another someone kind of AI. Yeah. Because it will be funny. Mostly. Yeah. Oh. That's not something I expected. Wow. Homework? Really? Let's see. I probably need to add a collision to the blocks so they don't go through the door. So let me see block current. Turnstopper. I will add here the... Wait, isn't the doors on the collision set? Let me check. Block current, the construction, any plan obstacle, create barrel cutscene. Apparently not. Now we'll add it right here. Object underscore door parent. There we go. Nice. That should stop the block from going through the door. Let's see. You can push this to a side. So you can push that one up. And actually you push this one, that one. This one can be pushed that way, but that blocks you. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really very... what to call it? Trust? Worthy? No, I'm not really convinced with the AI stuff that comes from China, because they tend to inject their politics into everything. So I suspect a lot of those AIs are actually tainted by the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, I have the feeling that that's correct. My assumptions might be correct. Yeah. This allows us to go through here, but that's blocked now. Okay, like that. Like that. Then I can push that to the front. And then that like this. And now we have the path open right here. Okay, and the one that I wanted is to be this one push down. So I just had a blocker right there. Let's add one blocker right there, just to force the direction. Making this particular puzzle an actual puzzle is going to be probably the challenge for today. Let's see. That. Okay. And now you cannot really go through here. You could push this one up, then that down like this, allowing you to open through here, and then you can go right here and exit. Basically, just pushing this one in. Yeah. Actually, if I do this like that, I can push this one the other direction. That's allowed you to go through here. Ah, but this is blocked. Ah. They say design impossible take way more time than you expect. Yes. It does take way more than I expected. For sure. Can the player accidentally block themselves from the reset button on the exits? I actually don't know. That could be a possibility. Yeah. If I, for example, do this. Let me see if I can actually block myself in. Let me reset real quick. If I push that like that, and then I push this down. Maybe push this one to the left. Can you even block yourself in? Maybe like this? Yeah, you cannot really reach that. And you cannot go through the door. Like this. Ah. The issue is with the blocks can actually trigger the button, so that's one thing. Working on as a favor. In favor stop, I mean. I don't know if you can actually block yourself in. That's a very good question. You can push this one right there. And that allows you to... this is blocking now. So if I do this, like that in is now. I can push that away. Is here, and now I can go to here. So I could maybe put a stopper right there to prevent this one from pushing, because this is the one that is triggering the ability to go in there. Yeah, maybe we'll put one right there. One block right here. According to this, the goal is to push this one down. In equals is going to block you. Up is going to clear it. And I don't mind that. Down. Yeah, down seems to be just fine right there. This one is meant to be pushed. Left. Right here. This one. I'm missing two blocks right here, but... Okay. I can force this one to be pushed down right there, like this. Okay. Let's see. Now I cannot push this one up right there, but I can push this to the right. And different path discovered. Here I can go in here. Push this one down, then that one, and we have the path clean. And you can actually go back like this. Okay. So you can actually just push this one to the right to enter here. Is there any other way in? I wonder. Let's see, let's see. That blocks you. That blocks you. Going like this. That actually blocks you also. The only path is through here. Actually, I could... Oh, that's not true. Through here. Push this one down, and that way. Okay, that makes the puzzle a little bit more complex. I like it. How about if I force the player to go through here, like this? I want this to be the route they take, right? So I need them to go in through here. That means I need to add some blockers right here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to add one right here to prevent these ones to be pushing, right? And to prevent this one from being pushed up, I will put just one right there. So that will force you to go in here. I don't want you to be able to push this way, so I'm just going to maybe add a couple right there. So you have to push like that, and here you need to push this up. If you push this right here, it will block your way. So you need to push this one in, so you can push this one up. And that's how you complete the path. That sounds reasonable, right? right? Is it really not complicated, or are you being sarcastic? Because I'm pretty sure this puzzle right here, I'm pretty sure is a bit complicated. And like 90% sure is way too complicated for this particular dungeon. It might be a bit too much. If you push this one, you will be blocking yourself right here. So you will have to go through here. This is another path right there. Yeah. Attacking the perfect zone because Soho is being solved? Yeah. You just have to stuck with the buttons and work backwards? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. You could simply work backwards the buttons, indeed. I suppose I can leave this optional route. Yeah. From the top. It's not bad. Actually, that gives me an idea. What happens if I make it my goal to push everything to the walls? If I just push everything to the walls. Like... if I just make it my goal to push everything to the walls. This is already stuck right here. That's already blocking me. I cleared the path. If you make the effort, you can actually just push everything to the walls. Yeah. You can actually do that. Which is kind of funny. There we go. You can actually just brute force the puzzle right here, which I think is quite nice. Yeah, I don't mind. That's fine, that's fine. Let's keep the puzzle like this. Yeah. Yes, the Unga Bunga strat. It does work indeed. There was one thing I wanted to fix right here. These ones are not supposed to be on this level. They are supposed to be on this level. Yeah. Okay, so that's this particular puzzle. Next one is just basically a little battle. Yeah. So that would be what map? 914. Okay. 914. This one right here. We have a one-way door right here, basically a gauntlet door. Yeah. Well, I don't have to make it a gauntlet door. I could just make it a generic door. And I can put the chest. Where is it? Props, ropers, barrel, grass crate. Not that. That's a different thing. Decoration, columns, beds, obstacle. That's not what I want. Where is the doors? I mean the chest, right here. Chest. Okay, the chest is going to have a lock or gauntlet. The drop is going to be a key. And that's it. And I need to fix these ones. Just flip it around. Yeah. Okay, you need to go to map underscore dungeon 2 underscore 10 or 1 or 4. The height should be the same, so that should be 176. And the X should be on the opposite side of the room. Right there, that would be 48. So 48. And that's it. Wow. Now for you need to go to map dungeon 2. It would be on 09 or 1 or 3. And the position, it should be the same on X, so that's 240. And the height should be about this, that would be 48. 48. And let's put you back where you were. And that's it. Let's test it out. Yeah. Okay, so we are here, we go over here, we go through a little puzzle real fast. No, I screw up, lovely. There we go. I screw it up again, lovely. Okay, and this right there, that right there, this goes down, this goes up, that's down, push this one down, and we're good. I forgot to change that one. Whoa. Okay, this one. Let's see. You're going to dungeon 2. The score 9 or 1 or 4. The X would be 48, I believe. The Y should be the same. Okay. My players are going to find a way to rule the puzzle not according to your design somehow. Yes, I'm pretty sure they will. I don't mind it. I know the kind of depth that worries that much about that kind of stuff. Yeah, if they find a way to do it a different way, that's fine. What I don't want them is to break the game. Aside from that, I welcome pretty much anything. Let's get it up. Lovely. Goes up, pushes that, and I scrub. Yay. Actually, I can maybe save this if I do it like that. And then this one goes up, this one goes down, this one goes down, and we're good. Ah, I messed up. It should be on the other side, but anywhere we managed to finish this area. We got our key. Then we go out. These door locks, and we exit. Right? You can open this one or that without issue. Right? And then we have to start our second part right here. We're going here, and then we have our first area right here. That would mean this one right here, this area. We need basically a puzzle chest right here. That's going to be important. And the little thingies right here. So let's see. What? Not here. Not there. Not here. This is 913. So I want basically 91. Yeah, 911. 911. 911. This one right here. And I'm going to want a blue block right there. And another one right here. And then we have a chest, like right here. Right, and we have a stopper. Actually, I will just put two like that. And I will put two right here. Right, and according to this, we need a line of stoppers right here and a button right there. So I'm going to place a bunch of stoppers right here. Let's place it right here, like this. Wait, can I do that? Wait, not? I just noticed something. Can I do this? Oh! I didn't know I could do that. Not that I want to do that, but... Wow. I didn't know I could do that. And I need a button for the block. I will place it right there. Maybe I can adjust it a little bit more. Like this. Stopper. Something like that. That looks nice. Right? So this one is going to this particular object. This is going to be a puzzle one. The drop is a key. Okay, and I'm going to point to this particular chest from this location. Permanent. Yeah, let's mark it as permanent. Okay, it looks kinda nice. Let's give it a try. Okay, we go over here. We go through here. Here it is, right? So we cannot really go across right here or push this one back. We can push this one here, but we cannot send it back down. Right here, right? To trigger the switch. So you need to go all the way around here. Over here, and then you can push this one and this one down, and that should trigger the switch, and you can open this, right? Also, all this on the ground layer. Okay, for some reason the puzzle chest didn't trigger, so let me check what's up with that. Chest. Data key, trigger, lock time, data lock type. Trigger, chest color. Open chest. Lock normal, case open. Yeah, okay, that looks correct. Normal gauntlet trigger, puzzle, chest puzzle, puzzles. Oh, I see. That's the issue. You will use raid services, really? What are you trying to do with that AI voice? I wonder, if you don't mind me asking, because if you're going to pay $60 for AI voice generation, you could, in theory, easily hire a voice actor to actually say the lines for you. Yeah. Create an emote for an old game? The voice actor is dead. Ah, I see. I might need to necromancy. Might need to modify the way the chess works. Yeah. Am I doing the thing on the doors, actually? Doors. Trigger. I see. Must stay open. Opening. And here we are just using a trigger variable. And we have a trigger right here. I see. Okay, opening series to open, okay. Trigger, that's fine. I can just set the trigger variable right here. And use the same validation to avoid issues. think that works. Yeah? Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. This way. Right here, we have this trigger right there. We have this right there, so I just need to go all the way around.
Wow.
Wow. Go like this, trigger that, and that opens. Then you can take in the key. Yeah, and if I leave and come back, the chest is still open. And if I trigger that, nothing happens. Okay, nice. That's working correctly. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so we are done with this particular puzzle. It's nice to notice what works quite nicely. Oh, there is another one right there, actually. Huh. Another key. 1, 2 keys, 3 keys. And we have 1, 2, 3 keys. Ah, that's actually not bad. Yeah. Okay, then I will just put the key right there. I will just add another chest. Right there. Lock, normal, drop a key, small key, no trigger. This is basically an open chest. So you will be getting basically 2 keys at the same time? Maybe I should move this key from this location. Because I feel like you are getting 2 keys, basically. Yeah. Maybe I should move it. What do you guys think? I feel like that should not be here, this one. Because I feel like there is 2 keys on this room. Yeah. Where should I put it? Where should I move it? No clue? I could put it here because this is technically a slightly harder puzzle, maybe? Yeah, maybe this room in particular. It will work there. So So I will remove this, and I will move this particular chest over here. Where to put it? Maybe over here next to the door? Yeah, there is also one thing I kinda want to try. Let me see if I can do it. Hold on. We have the chest, right? I want to add a variable to the chest. Let's call this hidden. Actually, I just saw something right there. Lock hidden. I just saw that. What if I set it to hidden? And I just modify this, and I just set this to -1. Lock hidden. Lock like normal if it's found, and lock type chest closed. Like that. Right, I will set this to normal again. Right, and over here, this particular chest. Is going to change from puzzle to hidden. Right, and if I do that now, it's going to do this, hopefully. So if I move over here and over here, bypass this, now the chest is not there, right? Right? But if I go around, to trigger the switch right here. Now the chest appears, and I can grab the key, and the thing stays there. Nice. What do you guys think about that one? It works pretty well, right? On the room to the right, currently there is nothing, but I will add a chest right here. Actually, probably another hidden chest. Let me. This is 911, so we are going to do 1011 right here. And this one is going to have a chest, but first I need to make the puzzle. This puzzle right here. So, let's see. First we need the chest, 3 from the top and 1 from the wall. Chest, block. That would be right here. Right? Is that correct? Yeah, actually. We can remove these ones. And this one needs to be over here. Okay. This is where we are, right? And now we need to put the switch for the block basically on the corner to away from the corner. So that would be right there. Right? And now we need to add a bunch of stoppers. First one needs to be on the block above. Let me switch. Actually, I can just add it right there. Right? And one below. Like right here. One to the right, in the middle. So that would be around here. It's hard to do when you don't have a good grid. One, two, three, four. This one needs to be a bit higher. I'll put it right there. Four, and then this one goes like that. Right? And then we need a stopper right here that bounces to the left. So this is 1, 4, and then another 4, and another 4. I'm just trying to measure the distance in blocks, right? And then we need to over here. So that would be like that. And that blocker should be around the center, so I will put it right there. We need one from the wall. That would be how many blocks? 3. So it would be around here. And then we need 2 from the wall. Wait. This is so difficult if you don't have a grid. Huh. Let me just use the yellow blocks as a guide, because this is annoying me. Okay, that's our grid. Right? Let me put them somewhere I can actually see stuff. Okay, so that's our grid. And actually it's wrong. They moved for some reason. Our grid needs to be there. Okay. this. Right, and we remove this one also. Those are the current ones we have. I guess I can move this a little bit higher, like around there. Okay, and we need the reset button right there. Right, so there needs to be a space for one block right here, and then we have the reset button, and that would be the blocks above this one. So that's a block right there, and one more, and then the reset would be right there. Right, and above the reset button we have the other block right here. Right, so I can add a blocker right there, so they will go like this, and then up to stop right there. Right, there is barely enough space for it to actually bypass it. Right, it will stop here, and then it needs to go back. That is one block of distance, so it will stop right here, basically. And then it goes down to stop right there. Yeah. That's fine, and then goes to the right, all the way over here, and we need to put some more blocks of reference. And we need to go across with one, okay, across, and it will stop right here. That already lets you hit the mark correctly, so I probably need to move this a bit more over here, so it's not an immediate match. Then you need to push it down 2 blocks. So from here it needs to go all the way down here. Right? And then 1 block to the left. That would be around here. And then you can push it up. Right? And we have a stopper right there. That I think I'm going to just place right here, so you cannot push it up without going backwards. Right, and I will put that stop right here as a misdirection, and 1 right there, and the height of the space right there, so this should be around here. Yeah. It would be around here. Like that. I can delete this one. It's combat? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, that looks correct. That will block that. And force you to do that. If you go the other way, Okay. Let's see. Let's clear the yellow blocks. And I will put the chest right here. Right, and I will make you a hidden one. The drop is going to be a key, and the trigger stays off like that. Okay. Let's see if that works. Oh, I forgot to set the... Wait. I forgot to set the target. I need the name of the instance, and we'll grab this one. Variables, target, that one. Okay. Let's see. We go over here. We push this, go up, to the right, and down. And here's the puzzle. So what I do is we need to push right, then up, then to the left, down, to the right, down, this way and up, and poof, there is our chest, and we get our key. Yeah, that actually works, but I believe there is a shortcut. Yeah, you could probably do something like this. Wait, actually no, you can't, because you will be stuck right there. And if you go a different direction like this, you will be stuck right there unless you attack from the other side, and you will still be stuck right there. If you go down like this, you will trigger the reset. That gets you stuck immediately. Okay. If you go down and up, that's an immediate stuck also. It's looking good. Yeah. There is actually just one way to go, apparently. Yeah. I like it. Ah, I triggered the reset myself. That's actually why I put the reset button right there. It was your suggestion, if I recall correctly. Like that. I like this one. This is a nice puzzle. I like it, I like it. And once you get your key, you can go out. Right here. And you can get another one right here. Yeah. That's quite nice. I like it. What do you guys think? More intuitive than the others. Yeah, the others are kinda overcomplicated, for sure. Okay, so I will place a door right there and a door right here. This one needs to go 90 degrees. Yeah. We are at 10-1. Okay. So this one should take us to map underscore dungeon to 1. It should be where are we again? 1-1, so this should be 1-2. The position on X should be the same. The Y should be different. The Y should be on the opposite side. So this one should be around here. That is 3 or 4. Okay. So this one is done. Nice. Now this one should go to, let's see, map underscore dungeon to it should go to 9 1 1. Yeah, the position should be the same on Y, the opposite on X. So next it should be over here. That would be $440. That doesn't sound correct, but okay. Okay. And save. Let's give it a try. So we go to here, we go over here, and we go right there, and we are stuck. Lovely. Because we didn't place it on the other side. Yeah, might as well add these doors also. And not clear on the terrain. And this one right here, I need to rotate. Okay. So this one goes to 912. Okay. So map dungeon to 912. And position on X should be the same. Right here. The Y should be the opposite side. So right over here. That is 304. Okay. 304. And that's it. And I put this back. Okay. Now this one. This one needs to go to... we are on the same Y, but a different X. The map has to be map dungeon to 10 underscore 1 underscore 1. And the position should be right here. And that's 48. Okay, X48. And I will place this back. Okay, let's give it a try. Wow. And we go here. That's working. Oops, that should not have happened. What happened there? Wow. Wow, that really tripped me up. We go over here and TP. We are right. That's incorrect. What's happening there? Huh. This is giving the hinges to 9-2, which is correct. Huh. Let's see. 9-2 right here. Let's add the doors here also. Actually. So, a dot right there, a dot right there. This one needs to be rotated. And this one also needs to be rotated. Okay. Ah. Okay. This one needs to go back down. So let's see. Now, map dungeon 2 underscore 9 1 1. Position on X is going to stay the same. On Y is we are going to change. And it should be this Y right here. And that Y is 48. Okay, we have the coordinates right there. Okay. This one needs to be a puzzle room, I believe. Yeah, this is a puzzle room. So instead of this door, I need the puzzle door. Right there. Rotate it 90 degrees. Let's see. You need to lead to dungeon to 10 or 9 or 1 or 2. The Y should be the same, so we keep it the same. The X should be different, so X should be 48. Okay, 48, and we are good. I put this right here. I can actually make the puzzle right here actually. Basically it's this, just a bunch of stoppers with a reset on the corner. Yeah, okay. So it would be this one right there. Like that. And we need blocks. That needs to be 2 distance from the wall. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and right there. I can kill this one. And the stoppers are meant to be one behind, near the wall, like right there. Once right here, like this. Right, and this one is to align with one right here. Like that. And we need a stopper of one block before the wall, right here. So that would be right there. And one above, also one block of distance. That would be around here-ish. Just to check. Yeah, right there. And we need a reset on the corner. And that's it. A very simple puzzle. Yeah. Now, this door needs to be triggered by that trigger right there. So this door, we just grab the name from the instance and set it as target over here, like that. Ah, what happened there? That just happened there. Okay, I believe that's it. This is also a very simple puzzle. So we go over here, go down, over here, we push this, we move over here. To solve this puzzle, we just push this guy around a little bit. We check the reset box. Yeah. Like that. Working perfectly. Then we go to here, to the next area. And from here we go down. Yeah, I need to fix that. Basically, I need to put the countless stars right there. Okay. So we need 10, 1, 2, 10, 1, 2 right here. And the doors we need are just the gauntlets. Gauntlet door right there, gauntlet door right here. It needs to be upside down, it needs to be rotated. Okay. Okay. A lot of basic work, huh? Map dungeon to underscore 9 1. What was it? 2. Position on Y is correct. On X, I bet it has to be this one right here. That is 432. Okay. 42. Much easier than fixing broken AI? Yes, indeed. That is true. Yes. Okay, this one needs to go downwards to the next room, so that should be map dungeon 2_10 or 1 or 1. On next it should be correct, on Y should not. The 40, and I believe this one is for it. Yeah. Okay, that looks correct. And that should, in theory, fix most of our issues. Yeah. So we go over here, to the right, over here, open, go over here. This is just a little puzzle, nothing too difficult. We go through here, fight, go down, we go to this new puzzle. Not too difficult. Like that, and like this. That triggers that. We get our key. Out here, we have this little puzzle. Simple to get another key. We exit, and we continue our way. That's the whole circuit complete when it comes to puzzles, at least. Yeah. Shall I put a few enemies just to make sure these doors actually are working? Let's see. I will just put a single slime right there. What was the other one that needed enemies? This one, 1013. 1013 and 914. Okay. 1013, right there. And 914, right here. Just a single slide. As a placeholder. Let's see. Okay, let's do a lap up this side. We open this, go over here, trigger the timer, go around. This is the gauntlet that is locked. You defeat the enemy and you go on to the next room. Here you go through the puzzle right here. Let me just push that away. Like that. And we are right here. That I need to fix that one. We kill this guy to open the chest. And then we go out. And that's the loop. Then we go this way to the next area. Down here. Right. We go in. We solve this little puzzle. Pushing puzzle. We kill this guy to open the doors. We solve this particular puzzle. Like that, we get a new key. We exit. Over here we can do another one to open this one. Yeah. And that's the whole circuit complete. Nice. That's working correctly. perfectly, actually. Yeah. Now we need to do just one bit of modification. Let's see. This door in particular needs to be locked right here. Ah. This one right there needs to be locked. So I'm going to make a locked door right there. Okay, we lock. The map is the 811. Okay. 811. There we go. And we need a lock key. Lock door. Like there. Facing sideways. I need to turn this 90 degrees. The other way. Like that. Like this. I probably need to make a specific thing for this, because that looks kinda ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, that's the lock door right there. Oh. Yeah. This is probably not going to work like it is. As it is, I mean. I'm going to have to make a special kind of door for these situations. Yeah. I also need one right here. Actually, I can make maybe the dungeon look a little bit more clean. If I do this right here, like this, just a tiny bit. Oh. Ah. Okay, what's next? What's next? What next? Okay, we go to the other side. This right here. It's also a very simple puzzle. And then we have a gauntlet door with another puzzle like the one I had before. With one more puzzle right here. Then we have a mini boss and then the torch. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me wash my face. I'll be right back. One moment. One moment. I'll be right back. Wow. Okay, I'm back. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay, so we need to make this particular room that is 6.1. And it only needs a block and a switch with a few stoppers. Okay. Let's see. 6.1. There we go. This one right here. So our blue block is like right next to the door. Let me put this right here. So this is the door right there. So I will place our block right here. Like that. It's not exactly one-to-one, but it's a nice I was going to say compensation, but that's not correct. I just noticed this puzzle is wrong, because once you get it to the wall, you cannot strike it that way. That needs some corrections. And let's see. I will put a stop. Let's say it right there. And here it has to go right around here-ish. The stop. And then from here it goes to the right. And I will probably hit the switch directly. You don't actually need to push it up. Unless I set it a little bit lower, like this. And I set the switch over here. On the corner. So it would go like this. And then to the right. And then you need to get below to actually push it up. That's an option. And I can put a reset button on the corner. Like right there. Right? And this trigger should open the door, so we need a door. Put a lock right there. This all needs to be on a different layer. Okay. And you are that right there. And I will adjust the target for this one. Like that. Okay. Okay, that should be good enough. Let me give it a try. So we are here, we just push once, down, to the right. That should... Oh, it actually triggered the thing, even though I didn't want to. That's fine. It's not meant to be a difficult puzzle. And then this leads you to the next room that I didn't set up. Okay, so let's see. This needs to go to this one to map underscore dungeon 2 06 01 02. location is the same on X. That is 112. Oh. 112. The Y is different. This Y is 16. Variabilities need to be on the opposite side, so that would be right here. That position is 304. Okay. That sounds good. We can close that. Okay. Let's go to 612 then, right here. We need an open door on the bottom, right here, and flip, like that. Here we need a lock door, if I'm not mistaken, right there. Yeah, lock door. Like that. And we need a block right here. Right, and it's going to have some stoppers. Like that. So you can only push it from one direction. That is like that. Right. What else? What else? You just need enemies, but those are not really necessary. Then we have a door right here. Like this. Okay. So this one is going to be pointing to the one just created. Map underscore dungeon 2 6 0 6 0 1 0 2. Was it? 0 1. Okay. 0 1. The position is the same in X, but different in Y. And on Y should be on the other side. That is 48. Okay. And like that. This key door should lead us to 5, I believe. It should be map dungeon 2 or 5 or 5 or 2. The position has to be the same on Y. On X has to be at the opposite side. So that should be right there. And that is 232 432. Okay. That's that. Now that I noticed, this is going to block the exit when you push it. I just noticed that. Let me add a stopper right here because it's going to cause issues if I don't. Just like that. Okay. This one right here should be pointing to the same map as the other. Okay. And the position on X should be basically the same. The difference is going to be on the Y. And the Y should be 48. Yeah, okay. Your internet is dying, disconnecting every few seconds, not sure why. That's weird. It happened to me when I was using my VPN and I tried to turn it on and off, and that kinda solved it. But I don't know if you are behind a VPN like I am. Okay. That should be it for this one. Let me test it out. Wow. We go in here and then to the right. Yeah, let me grab a key. So, ouch. I will grab a key from over here. Just trigger that one. Go around. Kill this guy. I might have chosen the wrong direction to go if I wanted a key. Kill this guy, grab the key, go down to the left, and down. Ouch. We go across. Ouch. Right here, I open the door right here. We are right here. I didn't fix that. Ah, this is not working for some reason. Okay. These ones need to be on the terrain level. This one needs to be on instance level. Yeah, okay. This one, that's correct. Okay. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. It's because I don't have a dungeon item right here. Okay, let's see. Let me close this once. Yeah, this doesn't have any code. Yeah, I think I'm going to just use this code over here. That's one. And destroy. And then destroy. Like that. Yes, I can have this that is basically clean. And I can delete these ones. That way now I have this clean. Okay. Now that I have that, I need to create the dungeon zeros. The other dungeons actually. And let me duplicate this twice. These two I'm going to move to this carpet. And let's see, I need to go to the main menu. Where is it? That's not this loading screen right here. And here we have the dungeon zero. So I can simply grab the ones I just made and create them. Dungeon 1 and Dungeon 2. And that should be pretty nice. So that should fix the issue with the keys, because I wasn't saving them. So if I go over here, enter here, let me grab a easier key than the last one. So I just go over here, open that, go over here, push this one around, kill that guy, go down. Actually, I can just grab one right here, right? Just like this. And that's my key. And we go over here to the other side. Right here, we just push this down to open that. We go over here, open this, and now I can go over here. Nice. And this is the I got stuck. Okay, it's working at least. Nice. Okay. Can you tell I'm really tired? Next puzzle, this one. Okay. We have 6 blocks. Lovely. Let's see. We are going to 5, 1, 2. 5, 1, 2. Right here. This one right here. So we have a puzzle door on the top. A puzzle door on the top. We have a regular ass door on the right, just blocked by thorns. Right there, and we have another regular door right here. Over there. Yeah, okay. And now for the puzzle things, we have thorns over here. Yeah, right there, blocking access. What else? Actually, I can even put it on top of the door like this without issue. Okay, so now we have the blocks for the triggers. This needs to be on the corners, like this. Basically, like that. And one right in the middle. Right here. right? And then we have 2 blocks right here. Yellow ones. One needs to be 1 space from the guy right here. So that should be right there, I believe. No, the next space over. And then 2 spaces and another block. So 2 spaces and another block right there. I can remove this one. And then 3 spaces and another block. 1, 2, 3, and another block right there. We can remove these ones. And 1 block below this one and to the right of the switch. Right there. One at the same height as this one, but doing 1 distance from the switch over here. And 1 more block down below here. 2 blocks away. Like right here, like that. And I'm missing a switch right here. Okay, in theory, that is correct. The solution for this one is kinda difficult. Okay, so this one can go there, this one can be pushed like that. And this one can go like this, that, there. This can be pushed like that. Okay, this goes like that. This one can go down, these 2 can go over there. These 2 can be pushed like that on top. And this one can go to the right. Okay, this is actually kinda nice as a puzzle, as it is, which is surprising. Okay, I need to make a different trigger for this hidden. Electric. Hidden. Electric trigger. Okay, and this one needs to be modified a little bit. Instead of spawning, it will just set the target. That's true. Spawn. I don't need this one. the triggers is fine. The X and Y is unnecessary. I need a target. That target is going to be expression. No one. As default. And if target equals no one, return. Else we set target dot trigger equals to true. Else target trigger equals to false. Like that. That in theory should work. Okay. So we are right here. I grab the hidden trigger. I will just place it there. And I will set the target to this guy right here. Okay. And I believe that's it. This one needs to be on a different finger. Like that. Okay, let's give it a try. I will set this to about 10 seconds each. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see if this works. Okay, I need a key. So let's go grab a key. Over here. Push. Go. Let me solve this little puzzle real quick. Kill this guy. Go over here. Let's push that and down. Grab the key. And we go across. Push these ones. Open this. Open that. Go through here. Okay. So the trick here is to do something like this. Like that, and then we can push these ones. I forgot to set this so they don't get stuck. Okay, 10 seconds seems to be not enough. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be like that, up to the right now, and This one is going to be going up. Ah, it's stuck. Did that get stuck on the turns? Yeah, I need more than 10 seconds for this. It's not enough time. Yeah. This also seems like the turns are a little bit blocking this, so that's not nice. Maybe I could just correct the collisions from the turns a little bit. Collision mask. Yeah, that's a little bit too wide. Manual rectangle. Let's drop this like around here. Yeah, that's better. I also wanted to fix the yellow blocks because they can go through the walls for some reason. It shouldn't be triggering like that. Okay, let me test it out a little bit again. Let's see, variables, let's set this to 20 this time. Okay. Let's give it a try. Let's see if this works. Okay, we go in, we go to the right. Over here, we do a quick pass through here. Up, left. We go right there, clear that guy, go down. Exit through here, push that, go down, take the key, go around. Ouch. Ouch. That down. Right. Go to here, open that. Okay, here you just need to push that up, right, down. Then you can just push this to the right, and that doesn't work. Let's see. This one can go. That's an issue. You can push those easily. Maybe push it like this. It opened for a moment when it crossed the thingy. Okay, so how do we solve this? That can be done like that, but that guy cannot really be pushed up. So maybe I need to move this block a little bit higher. This one. Yeah, maybe so it clears the bottom at least. Yeah. Okay. So I can move this one a few blocks up. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a try. I need a key. So let's go grab it. Push it across. I need to... Oh! That's something that shouldn't be happening. Wow, I didn't expect that one. Now, that's something I didn't notice before. I need to solve that. Yeah, that's an issue. Wow. Push that down. Grab that. Okay. We go across. Ouch. Right here. What happens? That's what happens when you put the reset button next to the pressure plate. Yeah. That's the idea, actually. Okay, now, for this one, we go boop, 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 down. Then you push these two to the right, that one up, that one out, that to the right, this one to the right, that like that. I screw it up like that because this one is not getting blocked correctly. Sadly. Ah. Yeah, I need to fix that. That's an issue. Okay, so one more time. This up, right, down. You have to go up, right, 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 right. You go all the way across and down, and that's the door open. Ta-da! Okay, is doable still? Yeah. I just probably need to do something about the door right here. I could simply put a stopper behind the door, like right here, on each side. That should solve that issue. And this puzzle is done. So we are just missing the torch, the mini boss. Actually, just the torch. And then it's a matter of adding enemies to the dungeon. But now the whole dungeon is basically done with the puzzles. Actually, no, we're missing this one, big one. We're missing this one right here. Yeah. That's a detail. Yes. Okay. I see it's quite late already, so I'm going to stop here for today. Yeah. I think we did quite a lot. We almost finished the whole set of puzzles for the dungeon, I believe. We're missing like maybe 2 more dungeons, puzzles, and we're pretty much done. Yeah. Did I put the poster? I don't remember. Is the poster right there? Is not. That's also something that is missing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to my room. And we will end.
That would be fun. One person says E and the barrage of S does not stop.
Wow. Yeah, indeed. That would be fun.
Oh. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Okay, then I guess I will be stopping here for today. And thank you so much for coming to the stream. I'm going to go have some dinner. I'm going to eat another burger. Yes. Because I bought 2 yesterday. Okay, good night. Bye bye. Así well. Thank you for coming to the stream. Gracias por venir al directo. Y los veré después. And I will see you tomorrow for more Elden Ring. Yes. Good night. Thank you for coming. Good night, good night. Bye bye bye. Thank you. Good night. Bye bye. And bye.
I noticed that some 2-digit and 3-digit VTubers have botted views, since the chat isn't going as fast as you'd expect them. That's what she said, Lemao. They're not going to fit. That was easy. Add some walls? Yeah. Cricket noises. Man, I'm sleepy. Spent hours on voice generation. Sucks that the open source ones are way behind than paid services. DeepSeek is text generation. I'm kinda doing something too. I'm waving your stream on the background. Watching. Make a Chuni one. Ooh, what? Game dev? Homework? Like Megumin. Homework. China also released a pretty good open sourced image to video AI model. So maybe I can expect a good free open source voice generation model from China soon. Yeah, but it's open source so the public can remove the censorship later. Unlike closed-sourced Western ones where the politics are baked in. I did say designing puzzles would take way more time than you expect. Can the player accidentally block themselves from the reset button and the exits? Sure, not too complicated. Not really. Well, I'm talking from the perspective of someone who saw how it's being solved. You just have to start with the buttons and work backwards. It's over. Can't even reach the reset button.
One moment.
Can't exit.
One moment.
Hold your I noticed that some 2-digit and 3-digit VTubers have botted views, since the chat isn't going as fast as you'd expect them. That's what.
Okay, so, 1 second, 1 moment. What is happening here? Okay, so every time I end a stream, I take a moment to watch the statistics, that is how active was the chat, average view duration, and that kind of stuff. Yeah? Okay, so usually when I check the statistics, there is about between 3 to 12 concurrent viewers, max viewers that is, and people who actually watched the stream while it was live. And today I noticed something very weird. I usually get max 15 concurrent, right? So can someone explain me something? What is this? Why do I have 30 people watching currently? It was 32 earlier. Actually, the peak was 35. And no one is speaking chat? Huh? What happened here? Did I have a raid or something? I don't see anything in chat. What happened there? Hello? Yeah, there was no raid notification, and I also didn't see anyone typing in chat, which is confusing. Yeah. I didn't even notice there was so many people in chat. Wow. Hopefully they are real viewers and not bots. Hopefully. Yeah, because that would be not good. But yeah, apparently I have an audience today for some reason. Anyways, I was just wanted to highlight that. So thank you for coming either way. Or maybe autoplay direct then here after the stream ended. That could be it also, yeah. I don't know. The chat is a little bit too quiet for that kind of stuff. But hopefully it's not bots. Yeah. Okay. Then I will be ending here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Even if you were just lurking in chat for some reason without really typing. Okay. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Add some wolves? Yeah, cricket noises. Man, I'm sleepy. Spent hours on AI voice generation. Sucks that the open source ones are way behind than paid services. DeepSeek is text generation. I'm kinda doing something too. I'm waving your stream on the background. Watching. Make a Chuni one. Ooh, what? Game dev? Homework? Like Megamin. Homework. China also released a pretty good open source image to video AI model. So maybe I can expect a good free open source voice generation model from China soon. Yeah, but it's open source so the public can remove the censorship later. Unlike closed-sourced Western ones where the politics are baked in. I did say designing puzzles would take way more time than you expect. Can the player accidentally block themselves from the reset button and the exits? Sure, not too complicated. Not really. Well, I'm talking from the perspective of someone who saw how it's being solved. You just have to start with the buttons and work backwards. It's over. Can't even reach the reset button. Can't exit. Oh, Ungabunga strat. The Ungabunga strat works. The players are going to find a way to solve the puzzle not according to your design somehow. Yes. Ah, screw it. I'll just use paid services for the AI voice generation. $60 a year for the least expensive one. Creating a mod for an old game. The voice actor is dead. Necromancy. I wish. Oh, hello. Wah. Yee. Where do you want to move it then? No clue. 2 keys, 1 puzzle, kinda strange. Maybe an enemy room. Beat everyone and you got a key. Subashi. Good. So there's nothing in the right room? It's combat? Ah yes, put the reset button in the middle of the path. More intuitive than the others I think. Probably take a couple of tries. Face pink tears. It's over. Much easier than fixing broken enemy eye. Noise. Sure, why not? 60% done. WB. My internet is dying, disconnecting every few seconds, not sure why. That's what happens when you put the reset button next to the pressure plate. Ouch. Nice progress. Alright, good night everyone, bye. What happened? Whoa. There was no raid notification. Or maybe the autoplay redirected them here after a stream ended. Okay, see ya. Croissant. Rice cracker emoji. Banana emoji. Thank you for watching, bye bye.